Evans, and welcome back to video 4, I think, in this series where we deal with the grade 11 algebra. And I'm going to this is going to be a quick video on how to rationalize the denominator. So why do we want to do that? It's when we rationalize the denominator in a fraction, we are eliminating any radical expressions such as square roots and cube roots from our denominator. So to make things easier in our life, we want to rationalize the denominator before we carry on. So this is just a quick video on how we rationalize the denominator, which means how do we take the square root or the cube root away from the bottom of our fraction. Okay, the way we're going to do that is we're not going to change the expression at all. We're going to take this denominator over here, and we're going to multiply with exactly that over that. So do you see that is actually a 1, and anything times 1 stays that. So we are not changing our expression at all. We are just going to rationalize the denominator by timesing what the numerator is on top of each other. Oopsie, sorry, so that we're not changing the expression, we're just timesing by 1. And then what we're going to do is 4 times the square root of 3 over, and remember, square root of 3 times square root of 3 is just 3. So there we've rationalized the denominator, we've taken the square root away from the bottom. Okay, so now when we've got 2 terms as our denominator, we want to times with the inverse sign that we have over there. So we're going to take our denominator, we're going to write it exactly like that, but instead of the minus, we're going to write a plus. So that we create, so remember, when we multiply 2 terms with 2 terms, and we've got exactly the same, now I haven't put the plus in there, sorry. So that when we've got a binomial and a binomial multiplying with each other, and a minus and a plus, and the numbers are exactly the same, then we are creating like a difference of 2 perfect square answer. Okay, we're going to have 4 times 4 is 16, and you'll see it's plus minus, which will fall away, and then we've taken away our square root. All right, so then we're going to have 5, which is multiplied by these 2 terms. So I'm just going to write it down a little bit in more steps than needed. And over here, 4 minus the square root of 3 times by the 4 plus square root of 3. Remember, when we multiply fractions, it's tops times tops, bottoms times bottoms. All right. So now we can distribute that 5 into our bracket. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 5 times the square root of 3. Over 4 times 4 is 16, plus 4 square root of 3 minus 4 square root of 3 falls away, and you are left with minus square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3. 20 plus 5 times the square root of 3 over 16 minus 3 is 13. There's your answer. Okay, now people, just to avoid a sign change at the end, we want to always change the sign that is right in front of the square root or the cube root. So we want to change that minus. So over here, we want to change this plus into a minus. So what I'm going to do, just so that it ends up being so much easier if you do this quickly than to end up with a negative in your denominator and having to also take it up and multiply in there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this as 4 plus square root of 2. So all I did is I swapped my 2 terms around. Now I can go ahead and say I'm going to multiply with 4 minus the square root of 2 over 4 minus the square root of 2. Okay, trust me, I promise you, it will leave your answer nicely without any effort then at the end. Okay, so that gives you 2 times by, let me just write it out, over, and then we've got 4 plus square root of 2 times by 4 minus square root of 2, which will leave me with 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 times the square root of 2 over 4 times 4 is 16 plus 4, minus 4 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2 falls away, and plus and a minus is a minus. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. So it's 8 minus 2 square root of 2 over 16 minus 2 is 14. All right. So just to a little hint is always change the sign that is in front of your square root. If that one is funny in the front, just swap your two terms around so that he is no longer in the front, but in the middle, which is easier to work with. All right, people, and that is how easy it is. I hope you understand it a little bit better now, and then in the next video we're going to look at exponential equations. Hope you have a great day, grade 11s. Cheers, bye.